Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
This guy here.
This is another episode of the We're Not Famous with Sam and Jernavis podcast. Some call him Jernavis. Some
Is
call
this,
him.
you got a new hat?
This was
not
a
Jack's
gift.
hat.
No, this was a gift from our friend Jack. But we're not here to talk about Jack.
Absolutely.
We're here to talk about someone else.
We have someone special here today. I will make sure I pronounce your last name correctly. It's Cisco, first of all. Reyes?
Reyes.
Reyes.
This is Cisco Reyes. He is the writer of the Thong Song. You guys remember Cisco?
Yeah, I hate that guy.
So I label him as a coach, a fighter, and a father.
Yes.
That's what
And a friend.
Father
And a
first.
That's
friend.
why I
And
thought
a
about.
friend.
I made sure I thought about three things that really describe for me since I met you:
Say that again.
coach, a fighter, and a father.
And a felon.
Yeah, that's that too.
Well, that's it too. But those are things based on our relationship.
Yes.
What I've learned about you, those are three things for me that I feel stand out the most.
Well, I want to just say something that Cisco was one of my first friends. I had in Florida.
Was it really?
Yeah, he was one of the first guys to reach out
That's
and
probably
let me
true.
into the group. He
He
was.
did. You know what? That is facts.
And you know why? Because Sam walks into the gym first day,
He told me the story.
and another part of the gym wanted
Yeah.
to spar.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Hey, you want to spar?" And
Yep.
he didn't even ask. He said, "Let's go," without even asking.
He told me the story.
And not for nothing,
Yeah.
he got the best of the other guy,
He told me
and
the
they
story
were
also.
upset.
This is facts.
And
this
they were
is
upset.
Same story.
And I was like, you know what? He's accepted. Let's accept.
told me.
I had to fight for my respect.
Yeah.
And then because when I saw Cisco, I was a little intimidated. You know,
Right.
he's an intimidating. People don't know this about Cisco, that he's the nicest,
Yeah,
funniest
no,
guy
they really don't.
you'll ever meet. But he's got,
Yeah.
he's got the tattoos.
it's the imagery.
Yeah. So I
Right.
was like, shit. I walked into a pretty hard gym.
Yeah.
And
I remember the first time. And then he introduced you to us. Cisco introduced you to us.
Well, we had some mutuals.
We have mutual friends
Yeah.
back in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Okay, you
yeah.
did say that
Yeah.
you kind of gave us. He gave us a backstory a little bit on you that
Yeah.
he knew of you. And
Yeah.
then,
He because
He
there's
trained
some-
with a couple people that I know back home, so I
He
was
told
like,
me
okay,
that.
he's got to be legit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
told me that also about
He's
him.
not just a Jew, you know?
So tell me, let's start back in the beginning. Origin story. What's your ethnicity? Because a lot of, you get
So
both.
I'm half Puerto Rican. My mother's Puerto Rican. My father's black.
So you got a little bit of us.
When did you come to the States? You
got
weren't
here-
born here, right? No.
No, I was born in Puerto Rico.
Oh, he's real. This is real Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Well, they don't consider me Puerto Rican over there.
It's- I wouldn't
So
talk to
I
him that
got
time.
here when I was like 9, 10 years old. I want to
Oh,
say.
so you did you speak English when you showed
No,
up?
I spoke no English when I got here.
Really?
And you
English
rarely
at all.
speak. I don't hear you speak Spanish as much either.
No, but I still do.
Yeah,
Those are my
I see
grand-
you in the gym sometimes.
Where in
yeah.
Puerto Rico? In
So
San
I was
Juan?
born in Salinas, Puerto Rico.
Oh.
So I was born there, and we moved over here, we moved to the South Bronx.
South Bronx.
South
Yeah, we moved
Bronx.
to the South Bronx, and then from there we moved to Connecticut.
Got it.
But most of my life I lived in
It's
Connecticut.
a typical white person transition,
Yeah.
Parents
grew
to
up, so my father was a heroin addict.
Okay.
So him and my mother separated. My stepfather raised me.
How old were you when your parents got separated?
Oh man, when I was like I don't even remember.
Like,
yeah, that's
before,
young.
you,
Like
That's
I barely
young.
remember him. Like it's like images of him and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I never knew him. Like
Got
Really?
it.
Yeah.
No real relationship.
Is
yeah, no real relationship.
did-
He used
did-
to come in and out, but I
Yeah.
knew that
Yeah.
had
did
a drug
he
issue.
pass away?
Yeah, he passed away from drug issues.
Oh. So moving from Puerto Rico, mom met this wonderful man, the stepdad.
Yeah,
in the
great
Bronx.
guy. Great guy.
Great relationship with him. Did you?
Oh yeah, wonderful relationship. That's how I learned how to sell drugs. Wonderful.
good,
I'm
it's
not.
good.
I
It's
always
good
tell
bonding.
everybody I'm not mad.
Yeah.
At the way I was raised, they did the best with what they had.
What did they do for work? I mean, mom.
So
yeah.
my mom, so let me tell you a little backstory. When we first got to this country, I lived in a shelter.
Okay.
We were poor.
In the
Okay.
Bronx.
Yeah, no. When we moved to the Bronx, and then we moved to Waterbury, Connecticut.
Okay.
So then we moved to a shelter. I remember my mom used to sneak food in and stuff like that. We used to have to leave. I remember she used to take us to school, and then afterwards, I didn't know what she was doing.
Got it.
She was out looking for work, and we got our first apartment. We lived in this basement apartment.
Okay.
I always remember this. And we had a waterbed that was donated.
You don't even know what a waterbed is, do you?
You know what a waterbed is?
Guess I know it. It's filled up with water. It's a bed.
Yeah, but
It's like
you
an
don't.
air mattress.
I know what a what.
It's like an
keep
air-
going. No. You never experienced. This is deep. Go keep going.
Yeah,
This is
so
crazy.
we get this waterbed, and they get in the bedroom, and we got couches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And in the wintertime, it used to get so cold in our apartment that the waterbed used to freeze.
This is crazy.
So it's like you're sleeping
my
on
mother.
brick.
No, we didn't sleep there. So what my mom used to do, she used to turn on the oven, and we used to all go in the living room, which was / kitchen, and we all used to huddle up. So we were a tight family. Like, we went through a lot growing up.
Gotcha.
I was poor. I didn't know I was poor.
Right.
Everybody in the neighborhood's
yeah.
poor.
How
Right.
many of you were there?
So at the time, it was me. I got 2 siblings. I got a brother and a sister. So it was just me and my sister
Are
at
you
the
the
time.
oldest?
Yeah,
Younger?
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
It was me and my sister at the time. She was a baby. I was young. Like I said, I didn't know.
Right.
But I had a blast growing up.
Right.
Like I said, I didn't know we were poor.
Got it.
You know?
Are you close to them now?
I'm close to my brother. Somewhat to my sister. She's like this. She's got her own life and stuff like that. But me and my brother talk all the time, and we talk about how poor.
Yeah.
Like, my brother's extremely successful. I'm really proud of him.
Okay.
He's like my big brother.
What does he
Okay.
do? What does he do?
He's like a CEO for Whole Foods. And
That's huge.
Oh, he like.
That's
yeah,
huge.
he's like a white collar guy.
Wow.
Yeah,
CEO of Hope. That's huge.
yeah, he's
He's
like.
the CEO of Hopeful. His name is Jeff Bezos.
That's all I'm about to say.
Yeah, he's extremely successful. I'm super proud of him.
Yeah.
I chose a different path,
Got
but
it.
we are. But I'm great, man. I'm grateful for everything that happened to me when I was growing up.
So let's go back to high school now.
Well, I'm just curious. Do you remember Puerto Rico at all, or did you feel like your life kind of started when?
No,
you got
my
to
life
the
started
States?
here in the States. My life
okay.
started here in the States.
How were you in high school? 9th grade. Let's hear it. What was your personality? What hobbies did you have? Were you in sports?
So yes, I was in sports. I played high school football.
Really?
Yeah,
What position?
Did
I played left tackle.
Okay.
He's
And
a
then-
lineman.
Yeah, I was a lineman, and then I played linebacker. I just didn't know the plays.
Not
So remembering, learning
yeah,
the plays.
so
Yep.
learning the plays was really hard for me. So I did so well. I went to junior varsity, then I made varsity team in my freshman year. But the problem was that I didn't know what I was doing.
Like you're on the field.
So I'm on the field, I'm completely lost.
Yeah,
It used to be
yeah.
like, go tackle that guy,
Got it.
and I would just be
You could
like,
do it. Boom.
and I'll do it.
Yeah.
So you're just a genetic freak then.
I don't know about
Skill set, well, just skill set.
Skills. Yeah, skill-
Without learning the plays.
Yeah, without learning the plays or anything, I just was able to read the field pretty good.
Got it.
So I'll be like, okay, this is where this guy is going.
Okay.
He's crossing midfield. I already know it.
Got
I
it.
can see the route before it happened.
Got it.
So I
Got
was
it.
kind of good at that.
Freshman, so you played until?
So freshman, I played. So I dropped out of school. So my sophomore year.
You dropped out your sophomore
Dropped out of
year.
high school.
I dropped out of high school. So listen, backstory. I started selling crack cocaine when I was 13 years old.
13.
13.
How does that happen? Just 'cause
Yeah.
you
Who
need money?
introduced
And
you?
You know what? You know what the crazy part about it is that everybody in my neighborhood did it, so I didn't think it was bad.
Okay.
So growing up, like, could I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
Like, who was your idol growing up?
Michael
Like,
Jordan.
Who did you look up to? You
Michael
looked up
Jordan.
to Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Who did you looked up to Michael Jordan?
LeBron when I was in when I was in middle school.
So listen, so when I was growing up, like, I love basketball.
Okay.
I'm a big basketball fan.
Got it.
Big time basketball fan. My favorite team was actually the Sacramento Kings, dude.
Wow.
Chris
Chris
Webber.
Webber,
Doug
Jason,
Christie.
Jason Williams,
Yeah.
Doug Christie.
Yeah,
Mike Bibby.
chocolate.
We
Yeah.
always used to get cremated by the Lakers.
Right,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
I was more of a players guy. So like I like AI.
Yeah.
I like guys
Yeah.
John Stockton.
Yeah, AI,
Mullins, guys like that.
Got it.
He's our era.
So
Yeah.
I was like, that's not real for me.
Okay.
Like, I could never do stuff like that.
Okay.
That was
That was your mindset.
That was my mindset. Like, I'm not
That's
good
deep.
enough to do stuff like that. I always had a lot of self-doubt growing up.
Okay.
Always,
So who was your superhero then?
He's getting there.
So Boy George, like drug dealers.
Like Rick James. I know not Rick James. No, Rick Ross.
Rick Ross,
Yeah.
Rick Ross. Like,
it.
that's what I look up to.
Okay.
Like, I looked up to guys in my
Did
neighborhood.
you see the movie Blow?
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah.
Good movie for sure.
He'd be
I
a good
looked up
role
to
model.
guys
Like if
like
I was
that.
a drug dealer, he'd be my role model. The Johnny Depp character. You know what I'm talking about?
So I got into selling drugs at a young age, man. And I look, because I coach, I know this is further in the story, but you guys know I coach a lot of kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I coach national champions. I coach a lot of kids.
Oh, yeah.
And I look back and I'm like, this is how old I was when I was doing this.
Crazy. So let's break this down. This is interesting to me. Selling drugs. Who provided you with drugs?
So, my stepfather was a drug dealer.
Okay.
That's how he took care of us.
Okay.
He ended up going to prison.
Okay.
You know, I always remember I was walking home. I was downstairs actually trying to get with this girl on the first floor because we lived in like one of those project buildings.
Okay.
And I walk upstairs and I walk into my house and the cops grabbed me. And
Wow.
he threw me against the wall and I was like, I was young.
Yeah.
13.
I was 13 years old.
Gotcha.
Young kid. And they grabbed me and they were like, come with us. I was like, what's going on? Then I see my brother and my little sister sitting on the couch watching TV.
Okay.
So he take me there and I go with my dad. He's handcuffed, my mom's handcuffed. I was like, oh shit, like what's going on?
Right.
You know, and I was like, so once my dad went to prison, I was like, I was already dabbling and selling a little weed here and there.
Okay.
So afterwards, when he went to prison, that's when I was like, all right, it's time for me to step up, you know.
Time for me to step up and start. You weren't like, he went to prison, this could happen to me. You were like, I got to take over the family business.
Well, the exposure came from him,
not
though.
even the family business, but more it's like, okay, this is how you survive.
Got it.
Like, I honestly, growing up, and it sounds naive now, I didn't think that selling drugs was a bad thing.
Yeah. I've heard that
Because
before from
I grew up
yeah.
around it. It was all around me. You know, people used to come to the neighborhood, buy drugs, and leave.
So did
And the most successful people in the neighborhood are probably drug dealers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have like no doctors and lawyers and
Right.
stuff like that.
right.
You know, that stuff was like,
What was your stepfather
far-fetched.
selling though? What was he selling?
he was selling crack cocaine.
Wow. So you jumped right in. So you went from selling weed to selling crack and cocaine.
Yep.
And then, so who was providing you in the neighborhood? Was there like a mentor?
So it's crazy. This is, man, now that you guys got me thinking, man.
Yeah.
So drugs were, so everybody knows where you get the cheapest drugs. Where do you get the cheapest drugs?
Good question.
The hood.
In New York City.
Oh, in New York City. I didn't know.
Wow. So you're living now, not in
So I'm
Waterbury.
living in Connecticut.
Okay.
We used to take the train to New York.
Metro North.
Take the metro. Go
This is interesting.
go to Spanish Harlem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you go down there, you know how it is. Hey, Poppy,
Yeah.
$15, $20.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know, they're like salesmen because they're trying to hustle too.
Got it.
You know, I got a good connection over there.
Okay.
And that's when things started happening. I went out there, my first time I went out there with $90.
Okay.
90.
$90.
How'd you have the $90?
I don't know.
Who cares?
I don't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
Did you create a team? Because you have
So-
an entrepreneur.
So I didn't. I always thought I was like, you can't. Only the small fish always get caught.
Okay.
So you know you got to think big.
Okay.
So $90 was 4 grams of cocaine at the time.
Okay.
Come back, have somebody cook it up, makes 5 grams.
Mm.
I save that money, go back, buy 10. You know, everybody's, you know, it's a Nas song that everybody, you know, a street dream.
Street dreams.
You know,
Classic.
everybody's dream is selling the key.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my dream.
Okay.
That was like, once I get to this,
So you thought big from the door.
I thought big from the
He thought
beginning.
big from the door.
you know, I had a big curveball in between though, because fast forward a few years later, I got involved in doing drugs myself.
So you didn't listen. You were getting high on your own supply.
Oh yeah, man, I fucking love getting high, dude. I love it.
So when did you first start
Yeah.
getting high?
The first time I sniffed cocaine, I was 16 years old.
But
16
you still
years
went,
old.
But you went from 13 to 16 to handling it, selling it, and never doing it.
But this is interesting to me, Cisco, because you're very strategic.
Yes.
Like he's very strategic. If you've been in the ring with him, he's thinking of way he's gonna go study the night before to beat you. So this is interesting to me.
That's the spar match.
Well, but I think how you do anything is how you do everything.
Anything in life. Anything in life.
I've
anything
loved
in life.
how you do anything is how you do everything. So if
Yes.
you're a dirty person, you're just a dirty person.
Yes.
You can't sell me anything. So I look at you as strategic. Selling drugs to doing your own drugs. What was the day or the moment that made you like, let me just try it one time?
So at first it was like a party thing. It was like, okay, I party a little bit here, a little bit there. Nothing crazy, you know? And once I think I got to my 20s, that's when it started getting a little out of control.
Wow.
That's when I'm not just fast forwarding a little
Yeah.
bit, we'll take it back.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, I got a problem.
Got it.
But at the time, I didn't have a problem. You know why? Because I'm young, making what I thought at the time was a lot of money.
What did that look like? What were you making during that time?
Talk numbers.
So, so at one moment, making anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 a month.
What?
And this is
You're
doing the
talking-
night.
you're
This is the
talking-
90s.
You're talking 4 or 5.
Am I wrong? Am I right?
Yeah,
Oh,
90s, early 2000s.
Early 2000. Do you understand that?
I mean, he's making $500,000 a year almost doing this.
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
Because as fast as it comes, it's as fast as it goes.
Wow. Did you have a team then that was like cooking it?
So
or
yeah, so we had
distributing?
it was a few of us. So it was a big team. We had actually a big team. It used to be about 13 of us, but I always was like, I just was never a follower. That's one thing about me. I never followed anybody.
Yeah.
I was like, I always like to do my own thing.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? I could be successful on my own.
Wow.
I don't need 100
Yeah.
guys around me.
Got it.
I don't need this because I always tend to see that. You know, I remember my first interaction. So there was a thing called TNT, Tactical Narcotics Task Force, and when these guys pull up, they were brutal, man.
Okay.
Like I remember one time getting the shit kicked out of me by cops. Like I'm talking about beat the shit out of me, just to let me know that they're in charge.
Wow.
You know, people are like, oh, cops, you know, and they have a job to do.
Okay.
And I respect cops.
Okay.
I truly do.
Okay.
You know, I was on the wrong side of the law.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and they have a job to do, and I have a lot of respect for cops. I have actually trained a lot of
I know
cops.
you, yeah, for sure.
You know, one of my first matches was against a cop. I got to tell you guys
Really?
about
He
that.
told me, yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like, you know, but it was just wild. It was like the Wild Wild West, man.
So did mom try to pull you back to going
So
to
my
school?
mom really had no control over me
At all?
at all.
Do you have uncles or family members,
So
grandfather?
I'll tell you, so on my stepfather's side, because I consider them my family, everybody sold drugs.
So it kind of like everyone.
So
in the
how
family-
could you tell me not to do something where everybody's doing it? And like I said, I don't blame them because you did what's best for you at the
Right.
time, you know?
Right.
Like you come here to this country, you don't know any English, you know, you're working minimum wage jobs, you want a better life. People are like, oh, that's just excuses.
Yeah.
But until you walked in that path, you know, that's why, you know, a lot of people can't relate with racism, for example. So you as a black man, I know you encountered racism.
Absolutely.
Because I have encountered it.
Yeah.
And certain people don't know what this looks like.
Yeah. That's true.
You know?
Yeah, that's very,
so I'm
very
like,
true.
until you know, until you set
deep.
yourself in that position, you know,
Yeah.
it's like,
So violence. What types of violence came from you selling drugs? Was there any moment that you can at least speak on that was just
yeah, I don't want to talk about some of it.
Yeah,
but there
that's what I said.
There was
Is
a
it-
lot of violence.
A lot of
A lot
violence.
of violence.
Okay.
A lot of fighting. Good friends getting killed. I seen people get killed in front of me.
got it?
Seen people I get emotional.
Yeah,
I got-
no, 'cause that's
I
the
got-
real-
I got
Yes,
good
sir.
friends that passed away
Away
from
from
this.
this.
You know,
Yeah.
good guys, man. They
Well,
just got-
I got a question. So you said you kind of rolled to the beat of your own drum, but are you in a gang at all when you're doing this?
that comes further.
Okay.
That's I want to get. I want to get
Yeah,
to.
that comes further. That comes further in the story. See somebody get killed right in front of me one time, like blatantly just get shot right.
Connected to drug dealing or just beefing or
Just beefing.
Got it.
One of my friends got stabbed in the neck.
Yeah.
Because these guys came and they wanted the neighborhood. 'Cause
Yeah.
we were all, even though we all did our own thing
Right.
separately, we kind of still stuck to each other because it was our neighborhood.
ah
So we were where we were located at. It was like in the middle. So people will have to cross through our street to buy drugs on the other end.
okay.
So, but they never got to the other end because we used to see them first. So it was like a, I want to say 150-yard radius.
Okay.
That was our street. It was called Central Avenue.
Okay.
It was in the center of everything.
Wow.
So people used to go. So a lot of neighborhoods used to come. We used to have beef. We used to have to get into like big street. Like not a lot of people were shooting back then.
Okay.
You know, somebody might pull out a gun. You might see a gun here or there, but it was mostly like let's fight.
Right. Like today, I feel like everyone's shooting.
Yeah, today
Yeah,
everybody
more
shoots.
shooting.
You know.
Yeah.
So there's competition in this game.
Oh yeah, there is. There's competition. There's jealousy. There's
that's-
envy. You know.
Got it. Did that ever turn to violence due to the competition of being the number one drug dealer?
Yeah, you know what? That's why I try to set myself apart from a lot of people.
Smart.
Because if you're not seen, you're not heard,
Mm.
you're not the flashiest, people kind of leave you alone.
Got it.
People know you're making money,
Yeah.
but they don't know how you're making money
That's the strategy.
Right.
That's
It's
the
like
strategy
the
again.
American Gang. You see American Gangster?
Yeah, that was a great movie.
So
Frank Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's it based off of?
Frank Lucas.
Yeah, Frank Lucas
Frank
said the
Lucas.
biggest mistake he ever made was wearing the fur coat to the boxing match.
Oh, and also dating Miss Puerto Rico. You know,
But no,
That-
but he,
that was
no
true,
one,
right?
no one
Yeah,
knew
yeah,
who he
that's
was, and then he showed up. He showed up ringside.
$100,000 mink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a $100,000 coat, and then he was on everyone's radar. Who's
Yeah.
that guy? Yeah.
So back to this story. This is very, very interesting to me because I know some of it, but I don't know all of this. So, okay, because I know that entrepreneur spirit's in you.
Yeah.
What were you doing with your money to hide it? Because $30K a month. Did you buy a business that you invest?
Listen, I
To-
was young, man. Like there was a point in my life where I had like 4 cars, 3 motorcycles. Like there was,
I believe,
it was
yeah.
it's just out of control. You know, like partying, spending money like unbelievable. Like I always remember one time I had this girl and we were going to the strip club. I was like, "You want to go to the strip club and blow some money?" She was like, "Sure."
Okay.
So as I'm driving, this gentleman, his tire came out of his car.
Okay.
Like his tire had fell off, and I was like, "Listen, at the end of the day, you guys know I gotta go home."
That's
You know?
it for sure.
So
For
we
sure.
pulled over, and the girl was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm helping them. Like, what are you? It's cold out here." And So and then he was like, "Yeah, my tire fell." He's like, I was like, "Get a tow truck." He's like, "I don't got no money for a tow truck."
Wow.
So I went back in the car and I grabbed $5,000. I was like, "Here, take this. Go buy yourself a new car."
I believe it.
And then the girl was so mad at me. I always remember how, like, that's the biggest part of that story.
Wow.
Like, she was so much. She's like, "How you gonna give him $5,000?" It's like, we're about to go blow this
yeah.
on strippers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That is
And I
crazy.
remember the guy and his wife, like, were so shocked, dude. Like, they were, like, literally crying.
Yeah, I believe
There
it.
was like, "No, we can't take this." There was like, "Where do you live at?" You know, so I gave him my address. A few weeks later, they came. They had a new car.
Okay.
I could see they had new
Yeah,
clothes on.
yep.
And they bought me food.
Got it. So this isn't from
That's an amazing story.
great story. So now you're 16, you're 18. Are you still selling drugs?
Yeah, I'm still selling drugs at the time. I'm working though. I'm working.
What were you working? Okay.
So I construction. I loved it.
You did construction and sold drugs.
Construction and sold drugs.
Wow.
Because somebody always told me when I was young, you don't want to be out here all the time. You want to have a legitimate job. You know, so I jackhammered on the street. I had a tough job too. I fucking
In the
loved
city or in Connecticut?
it. In Connecticut.
Yeah.
But we used to travel all over.
Okay.
We used to travel the tri-state area.
Yeah, yeah.
So I used to go there with a jackhammer and break the street down, and people used to come up for asphalt. I worked for a gas company.
Wow.
Okay.
So you were disguised. That was the way to stay.
Yeah, that was the way to do it.
And you worked. So you sold drugs to what age? I know there's always there's that.
Yeah, there's been gaps.
How
Yeah.
old is he now?
Well, I'm not apologizing. Well, the better question for you, Cisco, because everyone has their day that they get caught.
Yeah, I got caught.
So I want to progress to now. What was that day like? When did you start having the feeling? Because it's a feeling.
The first time I got caught, it was during the playoffs. I remember this vividly. And Sacramento was about to play the Lakers.
I remember this series.
Yes.
Well,
And
this was like every series.
Yeah, this was like every
Yeah.
series, but this was actually the first one.
Okay.
And I tell my friend, we used to call each other cousins. I was like, "I want to go buy a jersey."
Okay.
And he was like, "Well, you want to buy a jersey?" I was like, "I want to go buy some jerseys. I want to buy a Jason Williams home jersey." I
I
was
like
like,
how he likes the white boys.
He's beast
I
white
was
chocolate.
like-
Yeah. Beast.
Yeah, I was like, white chocolate.
Yep.
I was like, let's go buy it. He's like, no, not now. So he was like, let's just wait. And I remember the door, boom.
Right.
And I looked, and I was like, I just gently placed myself on the floor. Gently. And I remember the cop telling me, he's like, I've done this thousands of times, and I never seen anybody that calm.
Wow.
I was like, what was I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like freak out? I knew you guys were gonna come eventually.
Got it.
So that you kind of knew this was how his
Oh,
story's
it's
gonna
always
end.
gonna happen. It's
And
always
how
in the
old were
back-
you then,
In
too,
the back of your
Cisco?
mind, I was in my 20s.
20s.
Yep.
Were you high on cocaine then?
No, not at that time.
Okay, got it. Because
But,
you were just calm. You just calm.
Calm and collective.
Were you? Did you have a problem? Like, were you an addict at all at one point?
Well, what do you consider an addict?
Like, you need to do it throughout the day.
I don't need to do anything. I wanted to.
That's
you
it.
want okay.
Yeah.
You know, I got involved in I actually got involved in the pill mill down here, and I was coming down here again when the OxyContin Express was going on.
Okay.
We were coming down here picking up 5,000, 10,000 oxys.
Yeah.
Bringing them back to Connecticut.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hardest drug you ever did?
Heroin.
Wow.
Best drug you ever did.
Heroin. Oh, loved it. Oh my God.
Sale. Best drug you ever did?
I ain't gonna say nothing to that.
I loved it, dude. I'm like, you know, and I'm not embarrassed or ashamed to say anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's made me. It's the man who I am. Today.
Absolutely.
And it makes me a better person. I'm
Right.
not. But yeah, man, the way I figured is like, I always remember the first time I sniffed it. It was like,
So
like-
were you injecting it or sniffing it?
no, never injected it. Sniffed it.
Okay.
Sniffed it. It was like
Uma Thurman style, right?
yeah, it was like putting a warm blanket over my body.
Wow. Did you like
a
it?
warm blanket.
A warm blanket.
Yeah.
in the cold weather,
cold.
you know.
Yeah,
In the cold weather. The
It
cold
feels
weather.
like you're back in the womb.
Yeah.
That's deep. So when you got caught, how long did you have to do time? What did that look like for you?
So
the first time, yeah.
The first time, it's a few years.
The first.
The first time it was like, cause I already had I had criminal. I already had violent record from fighting.
Okay.
I had got arrested with a pistol without a permit.
Okay.
You know, so I already had a little record already.
Got it.
So they were like, okay. So I went in there. I did 2 years the first time.
2 years in
What they
prison.
charge you for?
I got charged with possession of narcotics with intent to sell.
Wow.
And what's it like in prison? Is it?
It's like fucking camp, dude.
You're
Realistically,
No, I think it's being serious. He's being
Prison
serious.
is not like, it's not what it's all like. People are like, listen, I see some stuff in there, but if you mind your own business, you are, you know, you can't play a victim in there. You gotta have, even if you're, you know, if you're scared, you can't show that you're scared. Was there times I was scared there? I'm a fear-based person, dude. I'm scared of everything, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's what drives me is fear.
That's deep.
Yeah, it was like, you know, you know, most of the time we used to like stay up at night, make candy, cook cakes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
But did guys challenge you in there? Just
I did get into a few fights in prison.
Okay.
A few fights. I remember one time, I'll tell you guys about this one story. I'm on the phone and I'm arguing with my daughter's mother.
Okay.
And I just got so mad, and this guy was like, "Ain't you gonna get off the phone?" So I just ripped the phone off the wall and just started beating the shit out of him with it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we skipped the part. So you must have met someone special. You have 2 kids?
Yeah, I got 2 kids.
Okay.
Yeah,
Same-
different mothers.
Different mothers and stuff like that?
First one, it just happened. Mm-hmm. And then the second one is my daughter, which you guys know about. Which
Yep.
I love with all
You
my
love
heart.
your
man,
that's
I
your
love
baby.
it.
That's your baby
my
right
baby
there.
right there. That's my baby. Yeah.
Tell me, how'd you keep your mind active and not going crazy in prison? What did you do? Was it reading? Was it working out? Because everyone has different.
So it was reading, and like through this whole time, boxing has been in my life. Through this whole time, through all this chaos,
you're going to the gym.
Yes, always. Since I was young, since when I first moved here. That's why I do what I do now. Because my first coach, his name was Ralphie, may he rest in peace. He used to come and pick me up from the neighborhood and take me to the gym all the time. And he used to take us to shows to fight.
Wow.
So boxing has always been in my life.
Got it.
Always.
So you did have a first mentor.
Yes.
It came out. Coach Raphael. Got it. Okay, I'm listening.
Ralphie.
Yeah.
Because you grew up without a father, and now you're going through hell in prison and dealing with drug dealers. Did you kind of wish you had like a father figure you could talk to?
No, not really, man.
And, yeah.
It never considered in me to like I'm okay.
Yeah, you can't miss with somebody that you never had.
You can't miss something.
I always think about
that. You know, like, and my stepdad was always part of my life. You know, even though he went to prison and then him and my mom got divorced.
Okay.
We always like caked it and stuff like that. You know, I always got a lot of respect for him. You know.
Got it. How many years did he do?
I don't know. He did a lot.
So you did 2 years, 2.5. What, 2.5 years?
2.5. 2.5
years. So you were telling us what you do inside. What were you doing to stay sane, keep your mind active?
Working out.
What does that look like?
Working out. So you have rec 1 hour out of the day.
Okay.
You have weights, but only in the weight room. So when you come back to your cell, you make makeshift stuff. So you get you'll get a garbage bag and you'll fill it up with water, right? And then you'll take a magazine and you'll crumple it up and make it into a handle, so you start doing curls. in there.
Creativities.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen the guys, they lift each
Creativity.
other like they're squat.
Yeah, you squat with each other. I never did that. You do that. So I was fortunate enough. The guy that I was in there with was also a boxer too. So he had boxed a little bit. He knew how to hold pads.
Are there gloves in there?
No, there's no gloves in there. No, there's no
handmade.
gloves.
Everything's handmade.
We took our pillowcases and he made makeshift pads with them. So he put magazines, toilet paper, magazine, toilet paper, magazine, toilet paper. He took the tape, made the handle, so he used to hold pads for me in there.
Amazing.
And he used to hold pads for. So we'll go back to the cell and we'll work out.
Wow.
In the cell.
In the cell, yep.
Damn. How do you like time the rounds? Did you do any sparring? Are you allowed to do any
They
sparring?
have a phone. They had their phones. They had phones.
Listen, now prison is a lot different than when I was in prison.
Okay.
I heard they got iPads and you get to watch movies and
Yeah, I
stuff
heard
like
that too, yeah.
It wasn't like that when I was in there.
Oh, really?
It was a cell. You had a TV which cost $1,000. It was black and white.
You had to
see-through.
buy your own TV?
You got to buy your own TV. You got to buy, we used to call them beepers. It's a Walkman. Everything see-through because it's all contraband.
Yep.
Because what happens is people take the inside of them and they get tattoos. They make tattoos with them and stuff like that.
Got it.
But otherwise, most people that are in prison are not bad people. People that are in prison are just made a mistake. I had this one cellmate. I don't know if he actually killed his wife and his wife's lover with a chainsaw.
Wow.
You're living with this guy.
This was the nicest guy in the world.
This is crazy.
This is a nice guy.
Wow.
And I asked him after, I think like 13 months. I was like, what do you...
Yeah.
Because we don't ask each other that.
Right.
The only time you know somebody's not supposed, like a pedophile or a rapist, that's when you find out quick. Because the guards let you know.
Okay.
The guards is like,
Yeah. Get them.
yeah, do what you,
Got
that's
it.
it.
Got you,
know?
yeah.
And I asked him, and then after that, I was like,
This is crazy. So, did you stay in one prison the entire time?
no, I actually didn't. So when you first go to prison, you have to go to an assessment. So they send you to a maximum security. They send you to like death row. That's where they send you to. So you're in there with death row guys.
Are they different? The energy, the person.
Well, the thing is, it's not the energy. It's you have no contact with nobody in there. You're locked up for 23 hours a day. You get to come out for half an hour to take a shower, half an hour to use the phone. You're in a cell where all the lights are on 24 hours a day. The lights don't go off.
How do you sleep?
That's the whole point.
You don't know what time. You don't know what time it is.
This is
The only time you know is because when they come and serve you breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
dinner.
That's it.
You understand?
You're just treated like an animal, man. You are an animal, and you know what? A lot of people become animals in there.
Yeah, I believe it.
You know, you're a product of your environment. So
You're insane. Yeah.
exactly. But a lot of people do great in jail too. You know, a lot of people decide to go back to school. You know, that's when I decided I went and got my GED when I was in there.
You did?
I was like, you know what? I might as well just.
Wow.
You're wasting time.
Okay.
So I ended up getting my.
Did that help with the time and everything?
Yeah, help with the time because I got to go to school.
Yeah.
You know, so that, and then I got a job.
What were you doing?
You get to work in there. So I worked. So I was a tier person. So I would have come out when everybody was locked up, and which was actually a great job.
Okay.
Because when you're a tier person, you have access to the whole unit. So when you want to transfer stuff to another unit, you're the guy. Be like, hey, listen.
Okay.
Bring this to this cell. Boom. And you make, and remember, there's no currency in there. So the currency is food. The biggest currency in there are ramen noodles.
Big.
I heard cigarettes too.
Cigarettes, yeah, but ramen noodles is more. Food is king.
Okay.
Because not everybody smokes. You know, you go in there, you're in there for 6 months. Why you want to smoke?
Got it.
So yeah, so food is currency in there. So be like, hey, listen, can you bring this? People bring balloons, you know, so people smuggle
heard
drugs.
that term.
People smuggle drugs in there.
Shove it up there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, any which way they could bring them.
Got it.
A lot, you get them through visits, like when, you know, you go visit somebody, and you have, especially when the women come. Yeah. The women come, they kiss their men, they give them a balloon, they swallow it, they go back to the cell. So you don't want that exploding in your stomach. I seen guys actually go, they come back to the cell and start swallowing shampoo so they could throw up.
This is so
Insane.
Yeah, this is very
But
insane.
and like if you join a gang, they make you do stuff like this.
So no. Remember, so I was in a gang in there.
Okay.
You know, I was a Latin King.
Okay.
I was.
I can see that.
And
did you get a tattoo or anything?
No, I didn't get tattooed or anything
Okay,
like that.
got it.
And kind of like ran the prison. So
You ran the joint.
yeah, I ran the prison in there. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
How do you rise? How do you rise the ranks? Do you have to
So
like?
this is
because
what ended up-
I
this
heard
is
that
what-
you have to take on the
So
toughest
this is
guy.
what no, it's not like that. This is what ended up happening. It was a small prison. Think like it was called Willer Cybolski.
Okay.
So it was Willer and then Cybolski.
Where's that located?
That's in Connecticut, Somers, Connecticut.
Okay.
So yeah, so in there, the number one guy was a good friend of mine. So, which was crazy because this gentleman, come to find out, so my best friend in prison was also the same person who almost killed my stepfather in the streets, and I didn't know this.
Look at this connection.
Yeah, it all comes full circle.
It all comes full circle.
Small world.
Small world.
What?
So when my stepfather was selling drugs, my father was selling a lot of drugs.
Right.
And they wanted his territory at the time.
Got it.
So three brothers jumped him. They almost killed him. They almost beat him to death.
Okay.
I remember that night. He came in very quietly, went into bed. And then the next day when my mom woke up, she was like, "We gotta take your dad to the hospital. He's got broken ribs, broken hands."
Yeah.
Like, he was just.
Wow.
So that was these three brothers. I didn't know it was them until I went to prison. When I went to prison,
Okay.
the guy that I clicked with the most,
Was
he was one of the guys.
And then, how long did it take you till you find out?
Well, I didn't know that until he got transferred from prison.
Oh, then
Got it.
afterwards.
Then afterwards, I was in my cell and I was putting all these things together and I was like,
got it. Would you felt in your heart you would have did something violent?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. That's why I said
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, you get put in situations, like the drug business is not a good business. You get put in situations where you do stuff you regret,
Yeah.
and he was just trying to make money.
Yeah.
Just like my stepfather was trying to make money. Would I felt some type of way? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause we bonded.
Yeah.
We bonded in there.
Yeah.
And you looked out for each other?
We looked out for each other.
Was he the Latin King too?
Yeah, he was. He was actually number one in there. And when I
Wow.
left, that's how I ended up getting the position. He's like, I'm
Wow.
gonna leave you in charge.
Wow.
He's like, cause you're
So you're
calm.
the shot caller.
Yeah, he's like, you're calm.
Yep.
He's like, but you get shit done.
Got it. Were you selling drugs in jail? I figured.
On the street or in
No,
jail?
no, in
In prison.
jail.
No, but sometimes they control life out on the street.
Well, he's
too.
gonna
Yeah,
tell-
no.
yeah.
So that's for like maximum security prisons. This was like, this was a 2-3.
Okay.
This is like when you're about to go home. So you got level 1, you got 2, 3, you got 4, and then you got 5.
And
Five
is
worse.
I hear it's not that violent in the 2-3s.
2-3s is not violent.
Because guys don't want to.
Because guys don't want to jeopardize them like leaving.
Got
know?
it.
So
Okay.
you don't.
That
But
makes
you
sense.
still got a couple crazy dudes in there.
Yeah. I don't
Remember?
you guys are saying it's not violent. Like I can't even fathom that. There's
Well,
not.
violence happens like this.
That's what I'm about to say to you. It's just not as violent. Can we say it's not as violent as 5? Can we just say
Yeah,
that?
it's not as violent as
Right.
5 because 5 people are not going home.
Got it. That's-
But you'll be surprised. Sometimes the 2-3s are more violent than the 5s. Just because, remember, when you're in a 5, you don't want to jeopardize the stuff you gathered throughout the years. Remember, once you go to the hole, it's done. You're starting from scratch when you come back out. And the hole is cold, it's dark, it's lonely.
Have you been in the hole?
Yes.
And that's how long?
I was in there for 35 days.
35 days.
What did you do in there to live?
Oh, man, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's why I say. That's why I use the term "live" so you can understand. In my mind, it's hard
Like
for
some
me.
of this stuff gets me emotional
I
because
can-
I haven't really talked about it,
Cisco, the reason why I use the term "live" because I don't know.
Yeah,
As a human, if I can.
We should do a challenge, Jay. Me and you.
Hold
try
on,
to do
stop,
10
man. Stop for a
try to do an
second.
hour in the hole.
Hold on, stop. Because it touched me when you said 35. I felt chills. I went to a place mentally because I feel I'm a mentally strong human. I can't understand this, man. I can't understand.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah,
You can't.
that's what I'm saying. How did you
They
live?
will
That's why I
break
use the
you.
term.
They will
I'm
break
giving you
They
the.
will
I'm
break you.
prefacing.
They will break you.
How did you live?
I remember the first couple of days it was fine,
Okay.
but then you start losing track of time. Wow. So you don't know, and it's cold because
It's freezing.
they keep the jails freezing.
Yeah.
They give you a little cover. You're in a mattress about this big,
Okay.
about 2 inches, and then you're on a metal bed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
So it's just like you start having conversations with yourself.
right.
then you start answering yourself.
Right.
And that's why I see why people go crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Be good if you're a writer.
There was a couple people.
Write a whole story.
Well, that's if they let you get a pencil
Okay.
or a pen. Remember, you're not allowed to receive mail in there. You're not. They take everything that you had. They take away from you, right? So you're in prison while in prison. So it's like a bigger punishment.
Got it.
It makes you think twice about doing whatever you did again.
What did you do to get in there?
I got into a fight.
Okay. And just getting into a fight
Yeah.
can put you in a hole.
Yeah, I got into a real violent fight with somebody
Okay.
in the cafeteria.
Did you have to fight him? Or was it
Well, how
were you
does a
proving?
prison fight go down?
But hold on real
prison
quick.
fights.
Can I ask him a question? Did you have to fight
No.
him? Or that's what
I could have walked away.
I always ask my uncle that. Did you have to fight
coulda
him?
walked away.
And he used to. I could have walked away.
But if you walk away, don't you lose a lot of cred, street cred in the joint?
You know what it is in there? Like, the mindset is so much different than it is out here. Like, out here, like, somebody can yell at me and get all crazy, and I'm like, whatever, dude.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
but in there, it's like, it's just like your mind goes to somewhere else.
Okay.
He said something slick,
Yeah.
and that was it.
That's it.
It was just words, man. Just words.
So deep.
Stupidity, man. Stupidity.
Words.
If I could go back, I'd be like, whatever, dude.
Got it.
But then he would have been like, all right, I punked this man.
I know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why you have to throw down. If someone
Yeah,
says,
so it's like,
So
hit him with my food tray, boom.
the day you got out.
So I get out. So I ended up getting transferred because I got into too many fights.
Okay.
So they transferred me to a 4 or 5.
So you were a problem child in there.
Yeah, I was kind of a little, I was a little hot-headed. They transferred me. They transferred me, and I get out. I get out at 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
My mom comes and picks me up.
Mom.
And I was like,
Mom
"You
picks
look good.
you up. Yeah.
Look good." I was happy. She's like, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I want a Slurpee.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
That was popular during that time. Listen to you. That's great.
I want a Slurpee." She brings me home. She tells me, I got to go to work.
Okay.
Say yes at home.
Huh?
I was like, all right, I'll do that. I'm like, I just came home.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Going out.
Is it morning, date? What time?
It's around like 2:30.
Okay.
2:30. So now, of course, I want to get laid, dude. That's the first thing on my mind.
First thing.
First thing.
Okay.
Of course. First thing on my mind. So I open the cabinet, start drinking a little bit.
Okay.
Start drinking. I don't remember much afterwards. I blacked out. I woke up in prison the next day.
No.
This is true.
100% true story. I woke up in downtown. I got arrested.
Do you know now? What of course you
Yeah,
did.
well,
What
this is what ended up happening. I ended up getting drunk, call my baby's mom. She picks me up, go back to her house. I really I got black because I was in and out because
In and out.
I not drinking for so long.
Right.
A couple of drinks had me, I remember the cops coming, and I remember her telling me, listen, he just came out of prison yesterday. Well, today. And I don't want him going back. So I remember the cop grabbing me and and as soon as he grabbed me, I grabbed him and I threw him over the banister.
Oh my God.
Like I picked him up.
What? Yeah.
And threw him over the banister, and they beat the shit out of me. Like, I remember waking up the next day, and my eye was shut. Can I open it up?
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember going into the courtroom,
Yeah.
and people were like, what's going
Right,
on here?
right,
Like, this guy
right.
got beat up. So, and I remember the judge telling me, Mr. Reyes. Like, she looks at the
24 hours.
Not even 24
You're an
hours.
old friend of ours. Yeah.
Not even
Not
24
even
hours, Cisco.
24 hours.
So how long are you in now?
So now I just go back for a couple months because it counts as a ticket.
Define a ticket, please.
Yeah,
What's that mean?
They give you like a ticket.
Okay.
So they were like, so technically I still have 14 days left in prison. But so what ends up happening is they still let me out on like an early release thing.
Okay.
But it wasn't really early release.
Okay.
So technically I'm still part of the Department of Corrections.
Mm-hmm.
So through that loophole, I just got a 90-day ticket like you do in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, so they just added 90 days.
they just added 90 days, yeah.
Was everyone like, "Wow, Cisco, welcome back"?
So they didn't send me back to the same prison I was with. They sent me to county.
Okay.
Which is horrible.
Okay.
But I remember going back and I was like, oh my God, man. Like,
So you got out in three months. What was the first job you had when you got back out? Did you start back selling drugs or did you jump into?
No, I actually went back to the gym.
This is where I want to get to. Wow. But before we get to the gym, how did your mindset and perspective on life change after that last stint? Because I think that was is that your last stint?
Yeah.
So how did your mindset change?
So a few months later, my daughter was born. That kind of, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I still dabbed a little bit here and there.
Yeah. Okay.
It was always part of it.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I'm struggling with money. Let me do this.
Okay.
But like, once I started coaching, that's when the mindset kind of changed.
Got it. And this is interesting because you've kind of told me a little bit about this. So you got back into the gym. You started training, but you start training.
Yeah. So when I got out, I was homeless. I didn't have
Your mom didn't take you back this time.
No. She was like, she had moved.
Okay.
She had enough.
Cool.
She's like, you got to get your shit together.
Got it.
And I've been fucking up my whole life.
Got it.
People get tired of me.
How old were you then, if you don't mind me asking? The last time you got out?
Mid-20s.
Mid-20s now.
Mid-20s.
Wow. So did you start fighting first or did you start?
So actually, I fought when I was like, I started fighting when I was young. I think it was like 10, 11 years old the first time I had an amateur boxing match.
Okay.
So that was with my coach Ralphie.
Got it.
That was the gentleman who brought me around.
Yeah, a
Everywhere.
mentor.
So it was always like, through this whole time, I always trained. And there was a lot. Back up north, Sam knows about this. So we didn't know much about USA boxing.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot of there was a lot of smokers.
Yep.
A lot of smokers. So those are unsanctioned boxing matches. So what it is an unsanctioned boxing match.
Okay.
So you go in there, you tell them your weight class. They'll put you with somebody 20 pounds heavier or 20 pounds smaller. Maybe 50 pounds heavier, 50 pounds smaller. So you go from clubs to clubs and you fight.
I did one. I done 2 of them. Yeah.
Sam, you did?
Yeah, I done 2 of them.
They're really popular. They're 100% illegal, but that's where I got most of my fighting done. Were in smokers.
This is crazy, man. And Sam, you did also.
I did 2 of them. Yeah.
It's really, really big up north. Really big.
Yeah.
So you started getting these fights in.
So I started doing some smokers and stuff like that. There goes back again to self-doubt. I trained with some good guys, man. I've always trained myself with excellent people around.
Right.
People that push you.
Okay.
I always wanted to turn pro, but I was like, I'm not good enough.
Wow. You told yourself that? What about the coaches and the people around you? Because some people need your environment to kind of push them up.
They were like, so my coach at the time, great guy.
Okay.
He really didn't give a shit.
There it is.
At the end of the day, he didn't give a shit.
Okay.
He'll train you.
Yeah.
If you fight, you fight. If you don't, you don't.
Okay.
He was more like a mentor father. But it was just like, it's just insane, man. Like, I go back and thinking about it, stuff like that. And my intensity, you guys been in the ring with me.
That's what I'm confused why you've never turned the
just self-doubt.
Wow.
But it could have also been you had a lot of other ways to make money. Because people turn pro why? To make money.
Not all.
Not all. Listen, it's just like I said, it's just like self-doubt. I never think I was good.
But you don't think that you had another way, you knew how to make money outside of the ring?
Yeah, but listen, when I was watching fighting, when I grew up, my friends that fought, people around me that fought, it wasn't about the money.
And you don't seem like that anyway. Your personality.
It's about the status, about an accomplishment.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Like, could I conquer this?
Yeah.
Could I conquer this fear? Could I do this?
Yeah.
Like, you guys are athletes. Yeah. You guys know.
Yeah.
You played high-level basketball.
Yeah.
Played division, what was it?
Division 3 football.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You know that pressure.
Yeah.
You know that pressure can either break you or make you.
That's so true. Yeah.
Very true. It's the same thing.
I don't see that. This is interesting. Not to cut you. I don't see that because he's one of the most. Based off what I know, You're a very confident guy.
Oh, and
But
I
he'll
am.
get in the ring with anyone.
No, that's
He'll
what
be
I'm saying
he'll
to
be
you.
Like, there's a pro at our gym who was 16 and 0.
No.
Cisco's like,
You
I'm a
have no
spar.
fear. I want to make sure I said you don't have, at least on the externally, you don't show fear. There's a difference.
No, I don't.
Internally, I can't
Internally,
speak
I'm
on that.
scared.
Externally, you've been in with pros. So this is interesting because it's hard for me to see and hear this from you based on what I know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And that's why coaches are needed. Mentors are needed because if you don't believe, you need someone in that ear. Like, you're the best.
I think that's what I lacked. Somebody to tell me, hey, listen, you are good enough.
Yeah.
Like, you're in here with these guys.
With no problem.
That's what coaches do.
But we don't always have them.
Well,
You know, and you guys witness it. Pro fighters will come around. I'll be like, I'll get in there with them
Get in
and
with
beat the
everyone.
brakes off of them. And I'm like, still. So that's something that I had to come over like throughout the years.
Okay.
Like I tell myself, like I have this saying that I always tell myself.
What's that?
Like I always tell myself, listen, you're dope as fuck. You know why people are like, oh, you know, like they'll be like, why you say that?
Yeah.
You know why? Because I have to tell myself
That's right.
that. Because I have to believe.
right.
Because nobody else is telling me that.
That's right.
That's why the kids that I coach right now, I only coach one kid.
Okay.
You know, but you guys know. But I tell him like, listen, kid, like you're good.
You're good.
You're gonna be better. I was like, it's okay to be scared.
That's great.
And when I tell them I'm scared, they're like, you're scared?
You're scared.
More than you know it.
So then you started coaching and then you open your own. I want to get to this because this is interesting to me.
Yes.
Okay. Open your own gym. I think you start now taking over. You really take this serious.
Yeah,
coaching.
I started taking it serious. I started taking the sport a little serious. I was like, this sport has saved my life.
Okay.
I got to give back. So I opened up my first gym. It was such a great feeling, man. It was a small place, man. Opened it up.
Like how small?
I want to say 1,700 square feet,
Yeah, small.
which is small for a gym.
Small for a
Had a
gym.
little ring. Couple people. I already had a following, people that knew me, you know, from being in the gyms and stuff like that. It's a great feeling, man. It was like nothing
What was
like
it called? Cisco's?
It was called Reyes Boxing.
Reyes boxing.
boxing.
Almost like the gloves. Yeah.
Like the gloves, yeah.
Smart,
And my logo, actually, a lot of people don't notice. My logo is one. So there's a picture of Roberto Duran, and he's in a locker room, and there's a pair of gloves hanging.
Got it.
So that the picture of my logo is actually his gloves hanging is
Got it.
the outline of it.
But Sizzle, tell also, it goes back to that entrepreneur mindset. You also, within the gym, had a bar or...
So I owned a restaurant bar.
I apologize. That's what it was.
Yep, I owned a restaurant bar. I opened up a bar. I had a friend of mine that was going to prison in the feds, and he made me an offer. He's like, hey, would you like to buy this? I was like, how much? He told me a price. I was like, I think we could do it. So I opened that up. Very successful.
Right.
Very successful.
So you run both at the same
I was
time?
running both at the same time.
When did you sleep?
I didn't.
That's what cocaine's for.
Were you doing drugs then?
No, not at that time. Not at that time.
So when did you completely stop doing drugs? Well, you know, cocaine or heroin. Let's just say that.
Oh, in my 30s.
Okay, your 30s.
Early
stuff like
30s,
that.
yeah.
Did you have to go get help or did you do it on your own?
No, I went and got help.
Cisco.
Really?
Cisco.
I got help.
Who made that decision?
I did.
Love it. And why did you make that decision?
Oh man, because my life was like spiraling out of control.
Is it
Example.
okay?
So tell us the story of when you went down to Baltimore.
Well, hold on real quick before he goes there. We can go over that if he wants to or whatever. But tell example.
So I came back. So I have friends. So I make a run.
What's a run? You gotta give it.
I make a run. It's
Are we back
Yeah,
in
it's a
drugs?
drug run.
We're back in drugs.
a drug run. So I was like, listen, you're gonna make X amount of money. You're gonna get X amount of stuff. I was like, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So I go make the run. Very successful run.
Very successful.
What is that? Can
Sound
we
like Trump. It's
can,
very
can we throw a number? Just throw a number because it's behind you now.
He's a bit numbers guy. Over here.
Numbers for one run about 45, 50 grand.
Yeah, that's a good
You're
run.
gonna tempt this guy.
That's a good
No,
run.
make a good run, come back. Of course, I get the money and I get product too. So I start getting fucked up.
You're doing it.
Yeah, I'm just partying like a rock star.
Okay.
I remember and I went and bought I went and bought a what kind of remember the Acuras?
Yeah.
Went and bought a brand new
Which
Acura.
was big back then.
Big back then, especially in the hood.
Yep.
Went and bought an Acura, put some like 20-inch rims on it.
Wow.
All chrome, because chrome was the thing back then.
Bought it with cash?
Yeah, all cash. Bought a bunch of jewelry.
Wow.
I remember I used to have so much jewelry. I'm like, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Now, 50 grand is not a lot of money, guys.
To some. I know. Listen, Cisco, you might be making some real money.
Listen,
over
for me now, listen, 10, 5.
That's what I'm about to say.
5 grand is a lot of money.
50K, right,
You know, it's a lot of money.
But maybe the drug in the. Are you comparing it to the drug?
Yeah, but I'm comparing it to
Okay,
the drug
I got it.
world.
Now I
I'm comparing
understand.
it to the drug world.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm like, I'm partying. At the time, at the gym that I was going to, they asked me to leave. They was like, listen, we can't have you here no more.
They knew?
Yeah, they kind of knew. Okay. I would go in there training, and they used to be like, dude, you're fucked up. You got to go.
Oh, you were trained high.
Yeah, man. Listen, through all these stories, I've always trained. I've never stopped training.
But you still
in the neck in the morning.
no. But you were trained high. Does that mean just on what drug? What are we saying? Are you
Whatever drugs around.
in your training?
Yes.
This is
Because it became part of my life.
got it.
It was.
Okay.
So at the time, I remember I ended up falling asleep. We're gonna call it falling asleep. I ended up nodding off in my car, and I woke up one morning. I was like, I can't do this no more.
Just like that.
That's it.
You checked yourself into.
Checked myself into a detox.
Wow.
I was like, I need help. So at the time, I didn't know how to get help. I didn't know anything like that. They had like programs to help you and stuff like that. Because I knew on my own I couldn't do it.
Got it.
I just knew it.
Okay.
It was just too hard. I was too wrapped up in it already.
Okay.
And not as much the drugs, but the lifestyle. So that's what I was addicted to more than anything. The drugs were easy to let go.
Yeah.
The drugs are really easy. The drugs, you stop doing it for a few days, they're out of your system.
But you're talking more the women.
The women, the partying,
Okay.
the money, especially the money. The money's hard.
Okay.
And still to this day, I struggle with the money.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to lie.
It sounds like it's easy money. If you're saying I made 50 grand in one trip and one.
Yeah, it's easy money, but it's the consequences don't
Right.
weigh it out. That's why the most important thing for me, like, is the kids, man.
I see what you're saying. You always go back to it.
The kids.
He always
Are
goes
you
back
like-
to it.
Because the thing is, I could make easy money, right?
Well, I have a question about this because I always wonder, like, are you always looking over your back? Like, how do you sleep at night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's another thing.
Okay.
I didn't know what a good night's sleep was. Had 3 apartments. One for each girl, and then one for me. And it's making rounds.
Wow.
Making rounds. No sleep.
Got it.
Stay here, stay there. Paying 3 apartments. Paying 3 rents.
And you had vehicles. You had
Vehicle, yeah.
rent.
Rent, vehicles, and just
Did you still have your bar also? Your bar too?
No, that came after I got clean and everything like that. Yeah, that came
Oh,
afterwards.
so that
Yeah,
came-
Yeah, that came afterwards.
After. Do you feel you did a good job of saving some of that money?
No, not at all.
Not at
I
all.
blew it all.
But see, but what I'm hearing is
All?
that you got to be in the 1% of drug dealers, though. Like,
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
do you feel like if you had started another career, like a white collar career, you could have made an absolute
Yes,
killing?
For sure.
Yes.
I mean,
He-
that's
like,
simple.
yeah, like
most drug.
doing like
Yeah.
peer-to-peer
Like even now,
career-
what I do now for a living, like I'm extremely, I'm not like
Yeah.
making like.
But you're still doing
but
very
I'm
well.
I'm actually doing extremely
Well.
well for what I do right now.
Right.
Like I'm in the top 1% of making the money that I make in my field right now, and I came up really fast because I hustle.
Yeah, I know you did.
And I know how to do it.
Yeah.
I basically work 2 full-time jobs because you guys know I'm the property manager,
Yep.
right? And then I also train people.
Yep.
So I simultaneously do both.
Yep. But you sleep better at least now.
But I sleep better.
What do you average now a night?
About 5 hours of sleep.
I've
5 to
always
6
talked.
hours.
Always asked you about that.
5
You know.
to 6 hours is good for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's the
5 to
same.
6 hours.
He's the same.
Sometimes before it was 1 hour,
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
No sleep. getting paranoid.
Yeah. I've been.
You know, but
I've been
you
there.
have like not. There's got to be a part of you that doesn't give a fuck
To be in the drug game.
to be in the drug game.
Got it.
Because you know you are one second away from doing life in prison,
Wow.
and that's how easy it is. Lights over.
That's crazy.
So it's the risk.
Once again,
Does it weigh out the reward? For me, for many years, yes.
It did.
Because I was young.
Got it.
I'm like, you know, I was crazy. I remember I used to say, okay, so if I get caught now, I'll do 10 years, but I'll still be out by the time I'm 32. And then the next year, by the time I get
Look
out,
at this.
I'll be okay.
Look how he's thinking.
But the older you get, you're like, okay, I get 10 years now. Shit, I'll be 50. I get caught now, I'll be 60.
Got it.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, so it's time.
So what do you value the most about life now?
Friends,
Friends,
family, just people that are close to me.
Okay.
You know, because remember, it's a saying, and people say it in the street, like, you know, blood makes you related.
Yeah.
You know, loyalty makes you family.
Yeah, loyalty makes you family.
You know, and I find some people that I'm actually closer to that I am to my family.
Got
They
it.
know more about me. They know my tics.
Got it.
You know,
Got
stuff
it.
like that.
What's the best piece of advice you've received or learned?
Just don't give up. That's why I tell my kids, like, you know,
I can see that from you, too.
I tell the kids, and I tell, this is just for like anybody, you know, and it sounds like cliche, right? So we all been in the ring with somebody who's gonna hurt us, and we know this person is capable of hurting us.
Yep.
But there is nothing you can do to me, dude. Nothing you can do to me in this ring that I haven't experienced in life already. I've been beaten down, chewed back up. I've been through the worst case, been homeless, nowhere to go, cold nights, you know, having a bunch of money with a bunch of people around me that I didn't know who nobody was. Like, who are these people? Like, I don't know anybody here.
Wow.
You know, so I always tell kids, especially kids, because it has to go back to the kids, man. If you quit in this ring right now, quitting becomes a habit. It becomes easy.
Yeah.
So when things get tough, you start quitting. School gets tough, you quit. Your job gets tough, you quit. Your life gets hard. Marriages get hard. Now, especially now, people don't know how to compromise. Our grandparents never left each other.
That's true.
You telling me grandpa never cheated on grandma?
Yeah, that's come on.
Or they never had problems? No, but they stuck through the problems and they worked through them because they fought. They're fighters.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in a ring to be a fighter, man.
Yeah, that's very true.
Being a fighter is just fighting in life.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is
so
that
I try to
born?
instill that in just kids.
This is interesting. Being a fighter, is that something that is born? Are you born a fighter? Or is that something that you can train, cultivate from being around?
No.
That's what I want to hear.
You got to be born a fighter.
Gotta be born a fighter.
I would say all humans have it in them, and just they haven't. Some
Yeah,
haven't.
but what point do you break? Everybody has a breaking
That's
point.
it right there.
Well, I feel like because I feel like there are some people who just haven't explored themselves or haven't pushed themselves, and they might.
Well, the thing is because you become comfortable, you become complacent.
Yeah.
Right? So you're telling me at 34 years old, you've never been in a fight, you've never been in a physical altercation, and then you're gonna decide to do it. No, you can't.
That's
You're
it.
not. Your heart, your mind is not gonna let you.
I agree with you.
It's just not. That's not something that you grow up in your mid 40s and be like, you know what? I think I want to take this up.
I tell this guy I say it to him all the time, what you just said.
You know, I remember.
There's a few things there because I think you're right to an extent that like your life is determined in your first 7 years of life. You know, you know what I mean? Like
I know certain people like, this is a good example. So Jernavis is, listen, for people that don't know, Jernavis is an extremely good boxer.
This guy's funny.
Listen, and I'm not just saying that.
he knows it deep
No, no,
down.
no, no,
He'll say, "I'm not a fighter."
Listen, I'm
He
gonna
knows it deep down.
I appreciate it.
He's just not an athletic freak, but he's very smart in there. So, but he's always never pushes himself because he doesn't like to.
Yeah, he's right.
So one day we're in the ring, and I was trying to hurt him.
He was.
I was trying to hurt him.
No, he really was. You
was.
can feel it when Cisco. I tell God, you can feel it.
I was trying to hurt him, and that competitive side, that that fight or flight mode came out
Yeah, I remember
for the
day.
last semi-seconds of the round.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I see it. I see where he gets
He told
that
me this
drive
after,
from.
too.
And I seen his whole face change.
Yeah.
Whole face, body language. He was more in tune.
Yeah.
He was waiting. He was actually, and that's somebody. So there's other people where when you turn it up, you can see them breaking.
Got it.
Everybody has a
That's
breaking
deep.
point. And instead of him breaking, he rises to the occasion.
We talked about this. This is
And
deep.
we talked about it.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, he didn't talk to me for a few after he got out of the ring because he was still there.
He know. This is how I know you're a coach. That's real. I had to.
I remember.
de-escalate.
I remember.
This is
vividly,
deep right
And
here,
I,
Cisco.
because I remember.
I love people.
I don't know what
I love when
happened.
people put the pressure on Jernavis.
I don't know what happened.
real.
What,
Yeah,
that
it
one
was
day I just
real.
wanted to turn it up on him. I was
Yeah.
like, I want to see what he really has.
That's a great example.
And it was, and I could see that. I could see that mindset going back to sports. You play basketball.
Yeah.
It's time to lock in.
Yeah.
It's time
Yeah. And that's what we're saying about. I think Cisco is on point with the whole. I don't know if it's you can teach it to someone. You coach a lot of kids.
Yes.
Well,
Hundreds.
I mean, look at a guy like me. When someone puts the pressure on me, how much time is left?
Yeah, but you know what, Sam? You do it because you know what? Because there's a little craziness in you.
Yeah.
Great call. Great call.
You know what? If you didn't do this, your life will be boring.
I agree.
That is, I tell him the same
That's
thing.
exactly right.
Your life will be
That's
boring.
exactly
So
right.
you know, and that makes you even crazier than the average person because you don't have to do
That's exactly the truth, Sam.
It's exactly
like
right.
a little backstory. Sam fought in the Golden Gloves and fought some like Cuban amateur fighter. Very good looking guy as well too.
Handsome guy.
Handsome guy. And you know what? You put yourself in a predicament where you physically could have got hurt.
Yeah.
And you still took the chance.
Yeah.
And you did something that only 1% of the world does. Is you invited physical confrontation. Because people don't go. It's one thing to fight on the street. That's one thing. Hey, what are you doing? Boom. It's one thing to know that you're gonna fight. It's the anticipation. It's the nights that you're losing sleep, that you're training. To not know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, that's the mindset of a fighter.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, I'm gonna train as hard as I can. You know, of course you're gonna go in there to win.
Right.
But you gotta leave it all in there.
All in there.
That's it. You know, that's what a lot of the guys, we've been around high level guys. You know, they're tapped a little different.
They're tapped a little
For damn sure.
different.
They're
That's
tapped a
for
little different.
damn sure.
You know, but a lot of those guys don't have a second option.
That's it right there.
It's either this or nothing
Or
else.
nothing else. And typically the ones that make that decision that there's no plan B, there's only plan A, those are the ones that go far. Those are the Terrence Crawfords.
That's
and
why,
ones.
the Terrence Crawfords, the Canelo Alvarez's,
Yeah.
the Usyks, the Lomachenkos. You know, there's a lot of guys
Those are
coming
the
up now
ones.
that they're amazing. Like, there's some talent out there that's unbelievable. You know?
So I got to ask, we have some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
You only can give one option.
Okay.
One answer. Number one, King of New York or Scarface?
King of New York.
King of New York. Yeah, the Christopher
Okay.
Walken, baby.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter? Because this guy eats.
I have to go with crunchy.
I see this guy eat. The reason, you know, I seen you eat peanut butter randomly after work.
Yeah.
That's why I had to
yeah,
ask you that question.
Yeah, crunchy.
Okay. Floyd Mayweather or Sugar Ray Leonard?
Floyd, man.
Okay. Gladiator or Troy?
I have to go with Troy.
Yes.
I have to go with
Yeah.
Troy.
Okay.
Choose the
All right.
Greeks, Greeks over the Romans.
One of my favorite scenes ever in a movie. When he fights Henry and he's out yelling for him. And all he wants to do is fight that one person. One man goes and he's invited. That's a fighter.
Yeah. Canelo or Duran?
Oh, man. You're not doing this to me.
I know he loves him. That's why I asked him this
I
question.
have to go with Duran. That was my
I knew you were
idol.
gonna
That's
do that.
who I
I knew you were
studied
gonna
growing up.
Yeah.
That's who I've actually, listen, I'm not exaggerating. I think I watched Duran's fights more than 1,000 times, all put together.
Wow.
I actually watched one of his fights last night against Iron Barkley.
Great
Last
fight.
night I was watching that.
Great fight. Favorite book
Favorite book?
that you can go back to that you always, Enjoy reading. Our most impactful book.
He's a history guy. This guy.
Yeah, I know. That's one.
So there's a lot of them, man. Depends what categories.
Is there anything that pops up to you? What's the first book that popped in your brain?
What was the last book you read?
Operation Paperclip.
I knew you. So
That's what was that? Was like how?
So that was how after the World War.
The media.
No, after the World War, what happened was everybody
Nazis
knows that Germans had the best technology, especially when it came to missile building. So it was a war between it was a race between Russia and the United States who was going to get all the technology. So half the scientists came to us, half the scientists went to them. The head of NASA in the 60s was a Nazi, dude. Most like 70% of NASA were all Nazis. But they got pardoned to come and work here. It's just,
so that book, that's the first one.
Yeah, it pops up to me because, and then there's another one too. Like I'm really like interested in the war.
I know you are history. You're a history buff.
Yeah, history guy. And the Civil War is really like, and Vietnam, even Vietnam, like as minorities, right? So, I think the life expectancy for a black or a Spanish person was like 3.2 seconds when they went to war. Yes, this is why. Because when they used to leave the Black Angels, the helicopters, they only not had to worry about enemy fire, but you had to worry about a racist person shooting you in the back.
Really? That's deep.
Because remember, it was a lot of racism.
That's deep.
So.
Wow. Okay, GOAT talk. Tom Brady or Michael Jordan?
I have to go Michael Jordan.
Okay. Julius Caesar or Winston Churchill?
I have to go with Churchill.
I have to. Marriage or life partner?
Life partner.
I can see that in you too.
Yeah.
Life partner.
Braveheart or Glory?
Glory.
I never seen Glory.
Oh, you've never seen Glory?
No.
That's
Watch
what
it. Please.
Please watch it.
No. Cisco, tell him because he'll believe you. You're a history book. Please, for him to choose that, and most humans will probably choose Braveheart because it's glory. Thank you. Okay.
It showed you what the Civil War was really about.
It's phenomenal.
Right. Yeah,
Wow.
I'll put him on.
Last one. Bill Clinton or Donald Trump?
So you gotta choose. You gotta put me on the spot like that.
He's built because he's built.
Out of all the questions you asked me, that's the hardest one.
No, you're built for it, and that's why I wanted to ask.
Donald Trump.
Okay.
Donald Trump.
No, beautiful. Okay, last question to wrap this up. Do you think you're famous?
In my own head.
I love it. Okay. What's your definition of being famous?
To be able to do good for others.
Wow, the first time we've heard that.
Because if you have that status and that power, why wouldn't you want to help people? Because remember, like, we strive for money. We strive for success.
Yeah.
But we come to this world with nothing and we leave with nothing.
That's so true. That's
why sometimes I got to remind myself that. Because I'm so busy, trying to be successful and trying to be famous. And trying to, how about I just sit back and relax?
Yeah.
And Cisco does a lot for others.
Yeah, for sure.
He shows up for his kids.
Last question, my friend. What do you want your legacy to be and remembered as?
A great father. That's the first one. Just I want to be able to be remembered. Like I remember my older coaches. Like, hey, this guy helped me out.
Yeah.
I remember him picking me up.
Yeah.
Like the small things.
The small things.
Always thinking that my coach had a lot of money for some reason.
Right.
Because he used to pick us up and bring us to McDonald's afterwards. Like small things like that have made a big impact in my life. It's not like the people with a lot of money and stuff like that. It was the people that just had a good heart. And don't get me wrong, I like money.
I know you do.
People are like, money doesn't buy you happiness. Oh, yes, it does, because I got jet skis. I like
That's real.
Never see anyone unhappy on a jet ski.
Yeah, you ever see anybody unhappy on a jet ski? I drive a nice vehicle. I have a nice place. I work hard for it. But these are things like the status, like your status.
Right.
Like when somebody asks you, who are you? People don't know how to answer
That's
that.
very true.
They go back to, I work at I'm a librarian. No, you're not.
Right.
Like, who are you?
Who are you?
As a person? I want to be able to know who I am.
Got it.
I just want to be able to to help people out. That's
Got
it.
it.
Especially kids.
Yeah.
Adults, go fuck yourself.
I know that with that's one thing with them for sure.
That's it.
Well,
Cisco Reyes, you said it all. This was amazing.
Thank you guys for having me.
This was awesome.
Great.
Thanks for coming on.
how can they follow you, please?
Also,
Yes.
We'll tag him and everything.
So I'm on Instagram is at Coach Cisco 12, and then Facebook is Cisco 12,
Okay.
and then TikTok at Coach Cisco.
You on
also.
TikTok now?
Yeah, I have a TikTok now.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Trying to get into this-
We'll tag Cisco and everything.
Yeah, I'm
You'll
trying to
find
get
him.
into the social media thing, and
Yeah, you're doing well at it
He's
too.
doing-
Also.
Yeah, we might learn something from him.
Until next time.
This was We're Not Famous with Sam and Jernavis, episode 37. Thanks for listening.
Beautiful.